All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We'll give everybody a minute to get on. I am Meg Benedicte, and this is my co-host,
Hi, everybody.
And while you're logging in, let's give them a little bit of intro because we see a lot of new names who have signed up. And so, welcome to the show. Minette and I have been doing the show since 2011. It's a long time, and it's part of our mission to be able to share this process with you and share a little bit of what we've gone through in the past decades here with our spiritual practice and how we can support you in your spiritual practice. So we're just welcoming you all. If you want to let us know where you're coming in on the chat room, and we will get started here. So let's go over the format of the show. First of all, I'm just going to give you a little introduction to what this is all about. And then we will come together and work as one group. I'm going to do group clearing first. And when we do group clearing, even though I'm connecting with all of you at the same time, everyone's going to be in their own energy fields, no blurring with energy fields. We're very conscious of personal boundaries. So we're just going to kind of put our minds together and work together that way. And it's you can focus on anything that you want to clear, whatever's coming up in your life right now. You just lock your mind onto it, and then I'll help you get that moving. I'll help you get that energy clearing out. So first we'll do group clearings, and then we will take some of your requests, and I will connect with your individual energy field and your higher self and see what I can do to help you personally. We already have a lot of email requests that have come in. So thank you for showing up and participating. And Minette's going to man the emails there. So just let them know how we're planning to do this, Minette, after we do the group clearing.
Sure. So after we do the group clearing, I'm going to refer to the emails that we received. Thank you all so much for taking the time to clearly articulate what you're working on.
Yes, I
I
know.
may combine some of the things if we have, two or three people that are working on anxiety or things like that. I'll mention you and we'll get it worked on that way because we want to clear as much as possible.
Yeah.
One of the things that I would like to point out about working with Meg, and one of the reasons that I've worked with her for so long, is that she's not looking to be your guru. She's
No.
looking to teach you how to do your own clearing. Getting in touch with everyone here is just sort of, we want to just kind of introduce you to the concept, introduce you to the temperature, what it feels like, and then so that you can really start to pick it up those reins and start to use the tools for yourself. And like I said, we have a lot of emails here. Thank you so much for sending them in. If you have one you'd like me to send in, we're going to try to squeeze in as many as we can, but the email address is support@newearthcentral.com. Support@newearthcentral.com if you have something specific that you'd like for us to look at for you.
And that is our customer support email. So even after the show, if something comes up and you want some support, let us know. Because when we do these clearings, they could run for hours or even into the next coming day. So just know that we put this into motion, right? And it can continue to move through you for a little bit. So if you're feeling that and you want to check in with us, you can go to our customer support email there. We're there to help you. Okay, as Minette said, now I started using this practice 30 years ago. I had a spontaneous Kundalini activation during the Northridge earthquake in Los Angeles on January 17th, 1994. That date is embedded in my brain. That's when everything kind of went off the rails and my whole life went into a whole new direction. And within days, I started having these, compelling thoughts about energy. What is energy? How do you read energy? What's happening in the energy? You have to understand, I had zero spiritual interest before this happened at all. I was kind of in this whole daze, wondering what is happening to me. So it was big. It was a big, basically soul integration coming in that had a purpose, and it wasn't what I was doing in the corporate world at all. So this is where it began. It's been 30 years, and you know, it's kind of like hit or miss or trial and error, and like what works and what doesn't work. Because back then there wasn't a whole lot of people doing this kind of thing yet. You know, it's I can even remember I started a aromatherapy shop in Hermosa Beach, California. Believe it or not, it is still there with the partner I started it with 30 years ago. Nobody even knew what aromatherapy was in the United States, folks. Like it was like, what aroma, what, you know, nobody knew what that was, and now you can literally go to, like, you know, Walmart and get
I
it.
saw it at
So
CVS the other day. Yep, it's like right there. So
that's how far we've come in 30 years. But very exciting too, because you can tell this is the shift in consciousness in the world. This is what's happening, is it opening up to new alternative healing methods. And so I'm, as you can tell, very passionate about this. It has changed my life and thousands of my clients' lives. And so this is why I want to share it with you. And I am just opening out a new offer. So I'm going to pull this up real quick so you can get a look at it. This is my new baby that I've been working on and have created, and it's a beginner course. So if you are really wanting to learn this technique and apply it yourself, I have built this online course, and it is literally step by step what I have done, right? Time tested, proven, step by step. It's broken into 4 lessons, nice and easy video lessons, how to increase your energy frequency, how to break the barrier between spiritual and physical worlds, then how to clear those blockages, and then of course how to deepen your soul connection. Think of it like you know, you're emptying the container, and then you fill it back in with your soul essence, your soul presence, your soul energy. And this is the process I've been doing this whole time for 30 years. And then also I have some amazing bonus gifts that are there. There are, what this involves is not just video training, but also audio downloads. I'm giving you literally meditations you can work with on your own and get started. And then also each lesson has a checklist. Try to break it out real simple, real easy for you to be able to follow along. And then in the bonus gift, there is actually a video demonstration of the technique that I'm actually going to do with you here today. And this course is ready for you if you want to get started. Only $27, you guys. This is a deal, and this gets you off and running. You can literally start today and begin to work on moving your own energy, work on changing your energy, work on clearing your own blockages. So as Minette said, I want to give this to you in a way that you can get started and apply it yourself. So it is so empowering when you know, okay, whatever comes up in my life, I have the tool to respond, right? I have the method, I have the technique, I have the knowledge to be able to immediately respond to what's happening and maintain my own inner calm and my own inner center and still feel connected to my higher self. This is so empowering, because that means then you feel safe in the world. Nothing can really throw you off your center. This is where we go into mastery level. So anyways, this offer is available to you if you are interested. And Annette, I think you can post. Okay, you posted the link to take a look at it.
oh, I'm excited about it too. I'm a little bit jealous because this is work that you and I have been doing, you more than me, for how many years? And then you concisely put all the things that you and I have been hammering and chiseling and hammering and chiseling. And you
I wish
put
I
it
had
in a
this
really
30 years ago, I'll
concise
tell you.
way. Yeah. So I love it. I actually, I don't have grandkids yet, but I will give it to my grandkids when I get some. It's just, no, it's really amazing. And it's not easy. It's not like kindergarten level, everybody. It does require some reading. It does require some participation, but honestly, whatever you have to do to work with this is so much less than what we have to do to make it.
I can remember when after I had the Kundalini activation, I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel my body. I wasn't even in my body, right? I'm like, where's my soul? Where's, I couldn't feel anything. So I had to start, even when I started this technique, I couldn't feel it. Thank God it blew open my psychic mind so I could see in my field, so I could read energy and see it. And I could see, okay, it is doing something. I can't feel it. So the more that you work with it, the more you get the benefits. Like it's really what you put in, you get. Okay. So the more I did it, the more I began to clear these barriers out, and I could actually start to feel what I was doing. And now it's like all the incoming data comes in all at once, and there's no doubt, okay, I'm getting immediate results and it's happening. So this is what we want for all of you as well. Okay, let's go ahead and focus on group healing. Are you ready for that? And then we'll take some of your requests. So okay, especially if you're new to this, okay, couple things we're asking you to do. If you can sit like we are and you have your feet on the floor, because we're going to use the whole body to ground down through our feet into the grid of Gaia. You can stand as well, but if you're lying down, please get your feet on the earth, because we're going to use that and activate a spinning vortex around your body and around your energy field. You do not want to not be grounded when you have a vortex spinning around you, or you could feel vertigo or dizzy. So you want to make sure the bottom of your feet are magnets, those feet chakras are just going to lock right onto Gaia's grid, and then activate the vortex, get it spinning around you. When I said it's accelerated, it is accelerated. I am not kidding. Okay, so this is where we're literally going to spin your field, and it does lots of things. We don't have time to go into all the wonderful benefits of it, but a couple things. It actually blends everything inside. So physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, right? All those levels start to get blended inside, like it's a blender, right? It's starting to integrate you, connect you. It's also like if you're running, the spin cycle, it spins out the density, right? Right when your laundry is spitting the water out of the clothes, that's what we're doing. We're spinning the density out, because we want to keep increasing our energy frequency. We want to keep going lighter and higher, right? So we use it to spin out the denser energies, the barriers, and then spin inward more integration. It also helps us pull more soul energy down the chakra pillar. The chakra pillar of yours, that is going to also go through a transformation and become, in a way, the home for your higher self and your human self to live together inside as one. So we get in there and we start clearing the chakra pillar too. So lots of motion or movement. If you're sensitive to subtle energy, you might feel it. As I mentioned, I did not in the beginning. I was way too dense and out of the body, but don't worry, it is happening even if you're not feeling it. The other tip I want to give you is, we are not using this left brain thinking mind. We're using our right brain psychic third eye. So what does that mean? Okay, our right brain is our multidimensional mind. It is what we use to visualize. The right brain and that psychic mind is what we use to see the field, right? The non-physical, the field. The left brain only can see the particle field, or the material world, the physical world. And if you are trying to do this through that 3D left brain, that's what's going to separate you from spirit. So we're training ourselves to use this kind of dormant, more, unused right brain third eye. That's our psychic mind. You might also hear me use the term higher self mind. They're both kind of the same. We are not turning off that left brain, but we're turning on the right brain to be where we're using both. Okay, because we're all lopsided right now. So we're practicing, like opening up those neural pathways in that right brain and really giving it some light, really turning on that third eye chakra, really getting that lit up and turned on. Okay, so this is practice for you to do that as well. If you find you start going back into that kind of logical thinking mind, what have I got to do later today? Everything's going to stop, you guys. Don't do it. If you catch it, just go, oh, whoop, reset back to my right brain, third eye. Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've had to do that in the earlier years, but it's a new habit. So that's what we're developing. Okay, with that in mind, Since I'm not going to use that left brain, I'm going to go off on the video. Manette and I are just going to go into subspace. We're just going to turn in, close our eyes, start to work with the field, work with you. You can do the same, and then we'll come back in a bit and catch up with you at the end. All right, we'll see you in a little bit here. Okay, let's go ahead and get centered. Feet on the floor. Start to open up the breath. Inhale, exhale. We're going to begin to go into a meditative state, just starting to use that right brain, okay? And if it helps, you can put your hand on your heart and on your solar plexus right there in your upper belly. And just start to breathe into the body, breathe into the lungs, into the heart, breathe into your belly. We're moving our focus down from that left brain, thinking mind, and getting more into the body. This is where I was having trouble. I want to get into your core center, get into the heart, get into your solar plexus. Heart and solar plexus are your main power centers in your chakra pillars. You want to be present in there. And as we're starting to drop our focus from the thinking mind more down into the body, let's continue to sit into the hips and lower chakras. Just keep moving your chi, keep breathing, running down the leg channels, down to the feet chakras, and locking right onto the crystal grid of Gaia. As I mentioned, like your feet are like magnets. You're just going to lock right on. You can also envision extending roots of light from your feet into the ley lines of the crystal grid of Gaia. Okay, there we go. Everyone's starting to root. So you're in the body, you're in your center, and you're rooting with your feet, rooting with your chi, rooting with your energy into the global grid. And as we get secured and as we get grounded, imagine you're kind of like an oak tree with your roots of light dropping into earth. We're also going to connect to Gaia's nature kingdom, nature spirits, connecting to the devas, the fairies, connecting to the elementals of air, fire, water, earth, and ether. So we are really starting to kind of become one with the field of Gaia. And as we're working with this process, this is a gift from Archangel Metatron, and Metatron is going to insert under your feet in your grounding the sacred geometry template of Metatron's cube. You may see this visual that Manette has up on the screen. This is made of outer 6 circles, inner 6 circles, and the center 13th circle. We're going to step onto the center. It's a flat 2D template under our feet of Metatron's cube. And as we connect to it, we give it our energy, we give it our light, it starts to turn on and begins to activate the template. And those 12 circles start to rise up as pillars of light, beams of light up and around your body and your aura. And think of them almost like tuning forks as they're humming and vibrating and pulsing with the 12-dimensional sound waves of our universe. And we call these sound waves the PHI, the phi harmonics. Okay, there we go. And they're humming and they're toning and they're vibrating into your body and field. And when we start to tune into the 12 tuning forks, right, the 12 vibrating pillars, we hear those 12 harmonic tones in our human ear as the sacred sounds of Om. And you can Om out loud, you can Om in your mind. But what happens is those 12 pillars, they begin to rotate right to left around the body and aura. And there we go. We're going to start to get them spinning. And as they vibrate and they hum Om and they're spinning around you, they're getting faster and faster, right to left. And they're starting to merge and blend and form a vortex of diamond white light. Okay, there it goes. And now that's even spinning faster around your field. And as it starts to accelerate towards the speed of light, it begins to open your field up and out into the higher dimensions. And just breathe into that, opening out. Oh, there we go. And so you're starting to extend your field into the ethers. You're extending into the wave state, into the field of spirit. And you might even feel yourself starting to go weightless as you're merging into the ocean of light. Whew. Here we go. So you're there, and then you're also in your body. And let's focus back into your heart solar plexus in the center of your pillar, in the center of your body, spiraling your focus, your energy back into your core center in the pillar. All right, there we go. And so you're in the wave state, you're in the particle field at the same time. As we're spinning this vortex at the speed of light, it starts to drop out, collapse out all barriers and blockages, all limitations, all gravitational force fields. It drops. All membranes of separation, dissolving, breaking apart, collapsing. There they go. Oh, that's it. And it opens us to all that is in the quantum field, both the physical particle field and the wave state of spirit. Whew. And you just let yourself open to it all. And we're going to keep spinning. So the whole time we're working, we're going to keep spinning fast. As I mentioned, we're emptying the container of any blockages or barriers or discordant energies, any traumas or pains or sufferings or fears, right? We're going to clear your field and then replace it with more divine soul present. So the second spiral coming up from Metatron's cube at your feet, it's called the Phi spiral, PHI, the Phi spiral. It's also called the resurrection spiral. So as it's rising from your feet, it's a tighter spiral and it's coming right up to your root chakra, and it's going to spiral up your chakra pillar. And as it's spiraling right to left, moving up the chakra pillar, it's clearing density, membranes of separation, energy walls, energy balls. Okay, we're going to open this chakra pillar up more. So as it spirals up the body, spitting energies out, it goes past the crown, all the way above the crown, up to the higher dimensional chakras. We're going all the way up to the top, 12th chakra, top of the pillar, to your higher self. Whew. There we go, all the way up. And however you sense or see or feel your higher self, if you don't feel anything, you can just use your commands. I now connect heart to my higher self. Your higher self is your soul aspect. That is you in this incarnation. So this would be my soul aspect of Meg in this incarnation. You're going to connect or put your hand on your higher self hand on your heart, really start to build that bond with your higher self, your soul aspect of this incarnation. Okay, good. Everyone's doing great. Can feel that. It's really starting to uh, tune into your own soul energy, and your soul's energy is made of light and sound. And so as we're here with the higher self, we're starting to tune into your unique light signature. This is your soul light signature, your soul light frequencies, and your sound waves, your tones, your harmonics, your vibrations, all unique to you. So we're locking on to our soul energy at the top of the pillar, coming down from the higher self, and we're going to reverse and come back down the pillar, bringing a nice stream of soul energy coming down through the crown and into the body, into the chakra centers, into your pillar, flowing all the way down to the root pelvic floor, and just breathe it in. The center of a vortex is a vacuum. And what do vacuums do? They pull energy into them. So it's starting to pull your soul energy down the pillar and into your body. Just breathe it in, call it in, fill inside like you're filling up the tank. Fill it up with soul energy, soul life force, soul consciousness. Oh, fill it in with soul love, soul light, soul essence. And it's coming all the way down into all the chakras in your body. Fill the pillar inside with soul light, soul vibrations. Oh, that's beautiful. I can feel that starting to amp up inside you. Whew. So it's pretty impossible to really know who our soul is or know what our soul purpose is until we actually feel our soul. We need to integrate and merge with the soul inside. Oh, just breathe in, open, receive in your divine soul essence, soul light, soul lifer, soul power. Your light is your power, filling in anywhere you feel depleted or just low on energy. This is your soul's Kundalini life force. This is what shot through me 30 years ago. And you're just pulling it in with your own commands, your own intention. All right, you're doing great. It's really flowing in, filling up beautifully. Now, we're going to use both the spin momentum of the vortex and we're going to use source light. So I see the source light as crystalline diamond white light. It's the full spectrum of light. And I see the soul light more as like a golden white light, if that helps. So we just pulled soul light in to the body, into the pillar. Now let's go back up and we're going to call down the pillar more of the source light or God light. And it's this crystal diamond purification light. And just let that flow down the pillar. Your vacuum in the vortex will pull it into you. And imagine it comes down through the crown and starts to wash down the head, down the body to the feet. Just like you're giving yourself like a liquid light bath. And just let that flow through you, wash through you, flush through you, nourish you, cleanse you, purify your energies. We're going to use the light and command it to lock on to any energetic blockages or barriers, any kind of opposition or limitation. We'll just go general first and then we'll work our way detailed. All right, using this light bath as it's washing through you, helping it to loosen these barriers or blockages and just start to lift this dense, stuck energy up and out of the body, heart, mind. And we're going to go ahead and use that vortex to spin it out, command it out, reverse it out, lift it out, back to source light, back into transmutation light. Okay, here's a release. And you exhale it out. Whew. Ooh, that's good. Giving your body permission to let it go. And we don't just kind of spew this out with the vortex. Everything that is getting removed is sent directly by the vortex into God light, into source light, into transmutation light. There goes another layer. And so it's kind of like peeling the onion. We're lifting these heavy layers off. And there goes again. And you might even feel that weight lifting off you back into source light. Oh, that was good. That was another one. Just lifting out old traumas and old pain and old fears and old insecurities. You're just lifting out anywhere there's literally like an energy wall that's blocking you. We're just flushing the diamond light right into it, loosening it and lifting it. You're commanding these barriers out. You're commanding these blockages out. You're commanding any separation membranes up and out. Okay, there we go. Spinning into source light. And here comes another one. Oh, there goes another weight lifting off. You guys are doing great. So think of it like we're kind of working on these outer layers first, right? We're just kind of peeling off the density. And we don't have to get too detailed on those. we're just kind of washing the edges, right? We're just peeling stuff off the outer layers. Let's go ahead and now get more personal. So start to think about where you are feeling blocked in your life, okay? And I'm going to need you now to work with me. You're going to focus on it. You're going to lock your focus on it. You're going to visualize it, or you're going to feel it, or all of the above, right? You're just going to go, okay, let's see, I'm being blocked in prosperity. All right, I'm going to lock on where I'm blocked in making a living or earning an income, and I'm not, and feel how that feels. Feel how that's scary, right? Feel how that makes you feel. Just lock on it. Or let's say I'm really having trouble in my relationship, right? Lock onto where it's out of balance, where it's dysfunctional, where it's causing pain, right? So you're going to use your inner focus right now and really get clear and lock right onto what you want to remove right now. Okay, and I'm going to help you. Okay, so using your focus, and then we're going to now use our free will. We're going to use our command because we are the master of our own energy field. So as you're locking on to what you want to start to loosen and lift out and clear out, we command this energy now to complete. We command it to unlock. We command it to disentangle. We command it to start to lift in the light. We command it to begin to move out of all the bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. We command it out of our energy field. We command it back to source light now, null and void. Out it goes. Exhale, spin. And there we go. Everyone's lifting. And you bless it and return it back to God. You return it into source light. There goes more lifting off. And it's coming off the front of the body. It's coming off the back of the body. You just let it lift where it wants to lift. Could be coming out of the emotional chakras. It could be coming out of the unconscious mind, all right? It just doesn't matter. You just spin it out, command it out, lift it out. Okay, there goes another layer out. You are canceling any permission to allow this to continue. You are commanding all that energy. It could be patterning, it could be programming, could be code, it could be ancestral lineage. You're commanding these energies out now. Cancel, revoke it now throughout all time, past, present, future, timelines. Okay, more coming out. Woo. Into source light now. You're letting it go. Exhale it out, let it go. Oh, there goes more. You're not giving your power to it. You're pulling your power back inside you, into your pillar, into your heart. You are denying it your life force. You're denying it your power. Okay, there goes more. Oof, you're cutting any cords, hooks, lines, links, entanglements with whatever is holding on. Cut those cords, cut those lines. Okay, there goes more. Oh, you guys are doing great. Ooh. Nice. Oh my God, that was a big, heavy lift. And you should start to feel lighter. And as I mentioned earlier, okay, we're clearing our container, right? We're emptying our container of light. We can start to go up the pillar to your higher self and begin to bring more of your beautiful soul energy to come down the chakra pillar through the crown, filling in to all the areas that you just cleared. So you're bringing in, filling in, receiving in. Just inhale in more soul light, soul essence, soul consciousness, soul presence. This is your soul light, your soul love, your soul power. There you go. You're just filling your container inside wherever you just cleared. Ooh. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful soul energy. Just breathe that in for a minute. Beautiful soul energy. It's so loving, it's calm, it's peaceful, so wise, and your soul is fearless. So as you breathe in more of your soul presence, your soul light, your soul energy, you start to feel more confidence. Start to feel safe inside here. Oh, you start to feel more empowered. And you start to feel that connection, right? You start to build literally inside your body and your heart and your solar plexus. You start to build connection to your soul, to your higher self. This is your spiritual connection you're building inside your body, inside your heart, inside your solar plexus, inside your pillar. You're not leaving your body to build this connection. You're bringing the higher self down inside you. You're bringing your soul presence inside you. They're building the connection inside you. And there it goes. It gets stronger. Whew. It's just like you're lighting up like a big sun inside with your soul light rays just radiating from within your being, where you're in from your center. It raises your vibration and you go higher. As you clear the density and replace it with soul light, you go higher, higher frequencies, faster spin momentum, faster oscillation. Really feel the calming effect right now inside the heart, inside the belly, inside the body. And so this is where we want to be every day. This is where we want to start our day. It's actually called 0 point coherence, where we're starting to match our human energy vibration, right? Our physical vibration to our soul vibration, which is so much higher. This is why we are going up in frequency. So we are lifting the physical body frequencies, the human energy frequencies up to get in more range with the soul vibration, the soul frequencies. Want to keep going up higher. Okay, so we're going to stay in this beautiful connection point right now. And this vortex is still spinning really fast, right to left around you.
Then from Edward in Australia, I currently suffer from anxiety and depression and wonder if this can be helped with clearing. Thank you.
Okay, so as we are working on clearing, right, we're just do that light bath every day if you can. You are moving it into your whole body. So you're not only you're moving it into your chakra pillar, but you're moving it into your nervous system. You're moving it into all the biosystems actually for that matter. So let's go ahead and do that, because this is one of the things that I do in private sessions all the time. We clean the nervous system, because all of that static and fear and anxiety, it just gets kind of stuck and lodged into your nervous system, and it's just it's just running in the background all the time, like, so that doesn't do any of us any good at all. So let's go ahead and do some clearing of anxiety. Before we start there though, what I would recommend is starting to pay attention to what triggers your anxiety. So this is where you're going to start to kind of drill it down to what's the source of this anxiety. And it could be a lot of things. It could be abuse from the past. That's like PTSD, right? And it's just kind of replaying. I have had that. Or it could even be trauma from a past life. And I mean, there's so many things. It could be that it was passed to you down from the ancestral lineage. So there's a lot of anxiety that's coming through on from the birth family. It's like just coded in. It's passed in. It's called the morphic fields. These morphic fields are passed to us down from the ancestors. So there's a lot of sources. So you want to start to kind of, really hone in on where does it get set off, right? What sets off my anxiety? Where does it get triggered? That's usually the first thing I'll ask someone in a session when they say I have so much anxiety. Okay, well, when did it start? What triggered it? So you start to watch for that. You need to know what's your trigger. Okay. For me, it was if anyone was trying to push into my field, right? Violate my field, right? Ooh, I mean, I would get set off. So you're just looking because that then showed me I have a violation wound, and that's causing the anxiety. I don't feel safe. I feel like I can't, hold people out of my field, that kind of thing. So start to look at what's setting it off. Let's go ahead and watch it for a minute and just see if something starts to show up. So anybody who's been, I think this is probably everybody has some level of anxiety because the whole field around us on the planet is, pretty chaotic and anxious. So you also might be empathing the field's anxiety. How often do we do that? Or if you're living with people, you could be empathing their anxiety. All right. So this is where it just gets to become kind of a mixed bag in here. And it may not be just one singular source. That's fine. We just start cleaning them all out, right? Whatever we sense that's getting in, and we can do a whole other show. I think the next course that I'm working on right now is how to clean and contain your field and work with the empathing. I think that's a very important one. I'm starting to write that one next. But let's work on anxiety today. Okay, so everybody start to bring the crystal diamond light down the pillar. Just washing down through the crown, into the head, down the body, giving yourself a nice light bath, like you're under a shower. Just let that wash down. And let's really move it now into the nervous system. So especially down the spine, into the spinal column, into the vagus nerve at the back, wrapped in to all your organs, into the amygdala at the back of the neck, into the brain center. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to get it. We're starting to wash it and loosen it and begin to just imagine you're just kind of giving it a bath. You're washing your nervous system and you're just starting to flush out all that static energy, right? All that stress. Ooh, here it comes. And you lift it out, spin it out, release it out, continuing to wash down the nervous system and getting out. It's kind of sharp, jagged edged energy. Lift that out like you're washing the nerve endings, spin that out. Whoa, and it's thick and dense and sludgy, right? That's the how heavy it is, right? That's the anxiety. Woo, it's lifting, lifting, lifting into source light. Whoa. Just let it spin, let it wash, let it clean. There goes another lift out. Whew. Good. Ooh, heavy. Okay, that lifted. And then again, we're going to bring our own soul light down into the nervous system, down the spine, and into the vagus nerve, amygdala, brainstem. You're just replacing what we just removed with more. Your soul light is so refined. It's so smooth. It's so calm. There you go. Whew, all the way in. It is electrical current. So make sure your feet are, I mean, my feet have not unlocked from the ground the whole time we've been working. All right. We're bringing light. That is electrical current. So please ground when you do this work. Otherwise, you'll blow your circuit. Please ground. Okay, there comes another inflow of light current. Whew. Into the nervous system. Whew. Okay, I am sensing inner child trauma. So we're just going to start to lift that with the light where I feel it in the solar plexus. I don't know where you're feeling it, but just start to loosen and lift so this is some of the source of the anxiety. There's some inner child trauma coming. Whoa, right out of the gut, right out of the solar plexus. Our solar plexus is where we empath. So, could be empathing as well. Other people's fears or anxieties. Okay, that's lifting out of the gut, out of the solar plexus, into source light. Oof. Some of it is old, it's old. So this can also be like really old, like past life old. Could be injury, past life injuries that are looping in the nervous system. I feel some of that. There's like battle energy there, you guys. Okay, so start lifting out old past life battle energy, any kind of physical injuries. Whoa, oh, okay, that's a whole lot of lift there. Whew. Just give yourself your body permission to let it go. You don't want to hold on to any of this. Whew. Oh, it's miasms lifting. It's this major, thick, heavy, like cloud layers lifting off that has been contributing to the anxiety. Whew. Back into the light. Oh, there goes another one. That was ancestral, so trauma from the ancestors, generations back coming out as well. It could be all kinds of stuff. Plague, famine, war. I mean, it just, who knows, all right? So that would be something we would do in a private session where we'd really drill in and see what exactly that is. But right now you can just go at it general, where you are, this is my container of light. This is my sacred space. I'm not allowing this to stay here any longer, right? You're just commanding this out, and there goes more. Now, one of the things that I've found in doing this work over the years is if there's still something that has to be resolved with the core wound, that will not release till you get into it consciously, and resolve it. But all this other stuff can lift. Like it's almost like if you got an open wound, right? You're cleaning it. You're cleaning the wound, right? You're getting all the top layers off, so you can now get in to whatever is that remaining piece that needs your attention, and then it will release. Once it's filled itself, right? Once you've integrated it, once you've learned from it, you've acknowledged it, it will release. It will just disappear. And sometimes it will take a while because there might be just a lot of layers there. Sometimes I've literally had in 1 hour session, people at the end, they're like, I can't even remember what we did because it was gone. So you just never know. We're all unique. We all have to just kind of work at what our pace is and how much layers, because some of us only have 1 or 2 incarnations, and some of us have hundreds of incarnations. So that's where we have to be just really compassionate with ourselves as we go and go through this process of clearing.
And in a way, it is calling us to our higher spirit, isn't it? I mean, you have something like that pulling on you to be resolved. It's calling you to expand your capacity to hold your soul more and more and more. Whereas we'll get used to our own little groove. I'm not saying that we need to be called to our soul that way. There's other ways. Our inspiration, happiness, joy, gratitude can also call us to our soul. But sometimes it's something we came to fix. We just did.
Absolutely. I think we're fixing everything from our earthly history. So yes, we're clean. This is cleanup time. This is the cleanup life. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels good.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy moving right now here in the group. Let me just tune with Metatron. Yeah, there's a lot moving. Just spin for a minute and just let that release out. And we're coming back to center, coming back into our pillars, into our hearts, and into the now. Just feeling our beautiful soul essence inside. Just allowing these old energies to clear on their own in the coming hours and days. They're just moving out, outgoing. Nothing's holding them on anymore. Nothing's holding on to them anymore. We're really completing with them, and we're transcending them. We're moving beyond them now into a new timeline, into a new life. We're starting to get to, we can live our soul incarnation instead of this ancestral incarnation. It's profound how different they are.
So it feels good to me to hear you say that, because remember when I first started working with you, I should say, I can't speak for everybody, but it seemed like we would close a session and we knew that it was until the next time, until the next thing. And now we really are completing it, and we don't have to go back to it. It just, oh, we finished that. Thank you. It's finishing feels so good.
It feels so good. It's like, oh, I'm finally at the bottom of the barrel here now.
Woo, clean it up.
And I got to the bottom. Okay, now I'm really getting free of this. And it is actually quite astonishing how fast the human adjusts to it and doesn't even like remember what that was before. And you were like tormented for years with it. But once it's gone, what's beautiful about this process too is once that energy is gone, you actually rise up above it and it never reaches you again. It can never come back. And I have people say, oh, that, that came back in. No, you actually just got to a deeper piece of it. Okay. It can, once you rise up free of it, it can never come back.
Yeah, it doesn't match your vibration anymore.
No, it's impossible.
Gone. You guys, I'm fidgeting because my computer's getting hot. All right.
Field is hot. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some grounding because there's still it's calming down a little here, but it's still a lot moving in the field. I am so happy I'm so proud of you guys. Like you went for it, all right? You went full heart into it and really embraced it. And oh, that takes courage. And I'm so proud of you. Like we really kicked stuff out today. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So let's first just thank our beloved higher selves and our beloved Archangel Metatron and all of our beautiful spiritual family that's supporting us. And let's go ahead and spin the vortex. We're going to accelerate the spin, starting to spin inwards, all the work we've done coming into the physical body, physical life, into the path of light now, right? You are choosing to connect to that ascension timeline right on the crystal grid of Gaia. We're bringing all these changes into us. So you're spiraling it deep inside you to the molecular level. Merge in, blend in, integrate in, spin in. There you go. You're taking it into the DNA and RNA, into the code. You're flipping code. We're releasing our human energetics. We're replacing it with our soul energetics. Woo! Whoa! Spin, spin, spin. Woo! Real spin. You guys are doing great. Deep, deep down, starting to work its way down the body, down the legs to the feet, locking in onto the crystalline grid, becoming earthbound, becoming physical in the now. Woo, there we go. Woo. Now as that takes hold, that completes our work for today. And so it is.
So it is.
So it is. I would just stay in the bliss here, stay in this beautiful space and stay in the flow, open receiver. Just keep receiving in the blessings, the abundance, the love. And thank you for joining us here today. Thank you, Minette, for all your help here today.
Oh, you're welcome. It's so exciting. Everybody showed up with all their papers and their work, and I love it. I love it.
They did their homework. All right. Well, we are trying to offer these at least, every one or 2 months. And so let me just see how August looks. We've got a busy August in the beginning for the 8/8 Lionsgate, but until then, I'll go see what we can fit in for another one later in the month. And the replay will be available to you so you can share it with your loved ones, anyone who you think will benefit from this information and the knowledge. And then of course, if you really want to deep dive into the beginning course of Quantum Access, it's there for you, $27. It's a deal and you can get started today. All right, until next time, we're sending our love to all of you. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.